Evo još novih vijesti. Razmišljam tak, šta se sve događa, šta se sve razotkriva u tako kratkom vremenu, da to je nevjerojatno. Nevjerojatno, i ja stvarno vjerujem da je ovo prst i šaka Božja na ta vrhovništva, poglavarstva vlasti, zle duhove koji borave u nebeskim prostorima, koji djeluju kroz, znači umreženi su, djeluju kroz vjersko političke pokrete, ideologije i takve stvari. A sve je upakirano u nešto lijepo, obrana ovoga, obrana nečega, mislim, ne želim uopće sudjelovati u tome. Ono što želim reći, živimo u jako zanimljivom vremenu. Zašto toliki ljudi osjećaju pritiske, stres, toliko bolesti? Znači, napravili su onaj pomor s onim prokletim Pfizerom s kojim su mi oca ubili, za to će Sotone odgovarati. Hoćeš. Samo polako, dolazi vam sud Božji, već je tu, tako da eto, zato pratim ove stvari. Da, Turning Point USA je preuzeta od Mossada. Kaže čovjek, zviždač iznutra, znači osoba koja je bila dio organizacije. Taj Turning Point, to je vjersko politička organizacija. To si proučite koga zanima. Oni su djelovali na kampusima, vrbovali su mlade ljude za cionistički izraelski projekt. Znači, ne radi se o nijakvoj državi, radi se o projektu. Projekt preuzimanja jednostavno zemlje. Vladavina Antikrista koja neće uspjeti. Trenutno jesu na dijelu su. Antikristi su na dijelu. Puno je Antikrista, kao što je apostol Ivan rekao, tako da moramo znati protiv koga i čega se borimo. Vrhovništvo, poglavarstva vlasti, zli duhovi koji borave u nebeskim prostorima. Mislim da je to u poslanici Efežanima 6. poglavlje. I koje je naše oružje? Naše oružje je istina. Znači, moj mač je istina. Što je istina? Božja riječ je istina. Isus Krist je istina. Znači, htjeli su ga ubiti. Zašto? Zato što je razotkrio da su im djela zla. Svjetlo dođe na svijet, ali su ljudi više voljeli tamo zato što im djela bijehu zla. Kao što je bilo onda, tako i danas, ljudi moji. Puno nas prolazi kroz te razne stresove i zlo se osililo. Zlo se osililo, uz pomoć zloporabe vjere, i to se mora nazvat pravim imenom. Bobu bob, popu pop, komu drago, komu milo, koga svrbi nek se češe, tako da idemo.
Unknowns. No social media, no LinkedIn, no nothing. It's like they just appeared. Everyone in the office is joking, well, half joking, that they're all spooks. And honestly, it fits.
So there's a new TPUSA whistleblower and telling everybody that the TPUSA is being infiltrated by Mossad agents.
Dobro jutro.
Now, we already know that there was Mossad inside TPUSA. I think the whole organization was some kind of psyop, and Charlie had just figured that out, which is why they got rid of him. So a big reason why they got rid of him. He realized he was being played by the pastors that were in bed with the Zionists and Mossad, and he was being played by Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu. He's being played. And he realized that the people around him weren't he was living in a Truman Show, and that's why they killed him, and that's why the people who were surrounding him are now covering up the investigation into who actually killed him. But let's remember, here's one of the original whistleblowers after Charlie's death telling you that they're infiltrated by the Mossad.
My name is Joshua Peterson. I'm a former representative for Turning Point USA, and I have a story to tell about when I was at training.
Čović, ovo su jako ozbiljne
So the
stvari,
first
ljudi
couple
moji.
nights went, as you would expect, it's pretty long and strenuous work. We were being trained very vigorously, and after the first few days, we were told that we were going to have some group time. And the first thing that I thought about that was that's going to be awesome. We get a group bond and stuff like that. And I get to hang out with my leader. However, this was not the case. We were going to be going out with our former representatives that had shown up from previous years and had been at training in previous years. And they were going to be the ones that were going to show us around the city. So I get paired up with these two specific people who I cannot name currently. But they take us out. And the first thing that I found very odd about, this Christian conservative company is they rented 2 stripper vans to take us out to the city. No strippers, but it was like there were stripper poles inside the vans. Very odd, very unlike, their values, but okay. And then once we got down to the bars in Arizona, they started getting us drunk. The former reps were.
Opa.
And very drunk at that. And then they started singling out people, and they would pull them out one by one to go outside and smoke like a cigarette. Now, when it was finally my turn to go and talk to them, they approached me and they asked me, hey, what are your views on Israel? And I just told them, I think Israel's a good country. At the time, I thought so, at least. And they told me, okay, well, what do you think about, Mossad and, Israeli forces? And I was like, they're all right, yeah. And they were like, what if we told you we're part of it? Israeli groups and forces, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I'm like, and you work for Turning Point, right? And they were like, yeah, we do. We've been working for Turning Point for the past 4 or 5 years now. Now, at the time, I did not know if the company knew of this. I did not know if they were infiltrating the company by any
Bože,
means,
dragi,
but
ovo je
they were
invazija
agents
ljudima
within Turning Point
iznutra.
USA, and I knew that there were more as well. And there was many more of them in Turning Point.
A ipak
And it was
u
a very
Americi.
concerning thing for me and a couple of the representatives.
Američko-izraelski
And we did
sporazum.
end up bringing it up to our administration at Turning Point that this was going on. And they said they would take care of it. And sure enough, nothing was done about it. There was absolutely zero retaliation towards those representatives that were part of Israel. And there was nothing. And that was very disappointing to see, and honestly a huge red flag for a lot of us.
So now there's a new one. Now there's a new with the TPUSA.
I sad će oni reći da je to antisemitizam, ali daj se gonije.
Seems to have more credibility than ever after the video of TPUSA firing has been leaked. The culture of paranoia described by the whistleblower is clearly evident at TPUSA. So here's the whistleblower, and let's watch.
When Erica Kirk came in as leader, I don't even know how to explain it. The vibe just shifted, instantly. And then she starts bringing in all these new people, total unknowns. No social media, no LinkedIn, no nothing. It's like they just appeared. Everyone in the office is joking. Well, half joking, that they're all spooks. And honestly, it fits. So people start digging around just to see who we're really working with. And it gets pretty fast. Her mom works for some Israeli defense firm, something to do with missile systems, like the Iron Dome level stuff. Her dad literally wrote the book about how to integrate private companies into the intelligence community. And Erica, she loves to brag about her connections. She'll say stuff in meetings like, if I want to know something about someone, I can have it by morning. Mossad doesn't sleep. Then she'll flash that megawatt smile like she's joking. But she's not.
Bring it on, you piece of
Does
shit.
she actually work for them? I mean, yeah, everyone thinks so. She's hinted at it herself. And now, the whole office feels wired. Slack channels are dead. People don't say what they're thinking anymore. Everyone's paranoid, the walls are listening. Maybe they are.
Kult. Eto vam. Projekt satanistički.
So lots of
Cionističko-američko-satanistička agenda.
And they just fired 40 people in a mass firing over at TPUSA. And so
nije pucnjavi, nego otpustu, masovan otpust iz organizacije, 40 su ih otpustili.
I grew a human baby in me. Me, Erica Kirk, human.
And yet not one true friend will step up and tell her, don't wear that spangly leotard anywhere outdoors. Just don't.
Oh, they're probably gone now.
Yeah.
What friends? I think the bitch is a clone, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I hear you. I honestly would not surprise me.
Because I understand how there's two of them. And one's from 75 and moved here from Brazil, from Germany in the 50s. And then around the time the boys from Brazil came out. I mean, that's insane. They look identical almost.
I don't know. That Erica says the Mossad never sleeps. Like she, of course.
Prijeti se.
I've never even heard that as a
Daj
joke about
se,
someone.
stara, jadnico,
I mean, I've never heard that
Izabelo.
from Israelis, I do. I've never
Psi
heard
će
anyone
tvoju
say
krv
that.
lizat, glupačo jedna, ko
was
Sahabom,
never
I
Izabelo.
was never in Mossad either.
Glupačo,
All
glupa.
right, well, if you'd like to hear my jokes about this, come see me February 20th in Lansing, Michigan, February 21st in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Go to Jimmy Door.
Jimmy, Bog te blagoslovio. Jimmy Dore Show. Odličan, znači nije neozbiljni neki balavac, jako, jako dobro. Ovo je za mene sloboda govora, sloboda izražaja misli, osjećaja, sloboda koju mi je Bog dao da bude to što jesam, ljudsko biće. Dok god nikome ne nanosi štetu, niti drugima, niti sebi, what the fuck? U čemu je problem? U čemu je problem, majstore? Kužiš? Kak veli Bog? Ajde da se sporimo. Ajde. Ko si ti, čovječe? Ti si iznad Boga. Tebe se ne može propitkivat. Ma nemoj. Ma nemoj. Ko si ti, čovječe? What the fuck? Niko i ništa. Mali crviću. Uglavnom, eto. To vam je to. Moguće da su i oni dani u mjesecu, pa me malo PMS pegla. Ja pričam o svemu, ja se ne sramim ničega. Ja sam ljudsko biće koji svako drugi. Tako da, eto, to je ukratko to. Zanimljivo. Zanimljivo. Jako, jako zanimljivo. I to što je Teva židovska preuzela Plivu. Ko zna šta su još preuzeli? Za koga se grade zatvori? Koja kompanija gradi zatvore? Za koga se grade zatvori? Za hrvatske građane, ljudi moji. Ne budite glupi. Ne budite glupi. Jer kad dođe, bit će prekasno. Bit će prekasno. Pozdrav.